Everybody, good morning. Good morning. I don't have a speech. I don't know why I'm opening anything up. Let me thank everybody. I was sitting in the back having some fun, listening to everybody give their remarks, and I'm just incredibly grateful and humbled by all of you and all the extraordinary work that you've done over the course of the last many years to get us to this point. They say when things happen fast, it's really what happened before, which is things move very, very slowly, and then all of a sudden, they move very, very fast. But it was the seeds that were planted over the course of the last many, many years that advanced this cause today. Senator Laird highlighted that in terms of what didn't happen last year in a sense of intentionality and focus with the Climate Caucus that advanced some of these principles that created the conditions ultimately to advance this cause. We talk often about leadership. In the old paradigm of leadership, it was command and control. You'd sell down a vision. We now know it's not about command and control, it's climate control. Creating conditions where success becomes irresistible. Creating conditions where people come together, cross their differences, because coalitions have been built, where there's a sense of inevitability because of that climate that has been created, that we will move an agenda forward. And it's in that spirit that I want to highlight not just those remarkable leaders that spoke, but many that are here in the audience, including and importantly, folks like Scott Wetch, IBEW, the trades, including pipe trades and the sheet metal workers and so many others that stepped up on this bill and helped create those conditions. We would not have done it without them. There's pieces of coalition. Senator Caballero is absolutely right. Pieces of coalition. You got to create coalitions. You've heard the old, African proverbs. You want to go fast, go alone. But you want to go far, you got to go together. And that's hard. We could talk about the way the world should be and, protest it, or we can actually make demonstrable progress. And we took the latter approach here. And it's remarkable. As a consequence of doing so, there's no other jurisdiction in the world, think about that, that's doing what the state of California is doing. And it makes sense, doesn't it? We're on our way, eat your heart out, Germany, to being the fourth largest economy in the world, no longer fifth largest economy, if we keep at it. We still have a little work to do. And it's appropriate that this state would lead this space. We often talk about, electricity, electric power, EV. It's not about electric power, it's about economic power. Electricity is the architecture to transform and decarbonize not just the sector, but our economy. It allows us to leapfrog in low carbon green growth. It allows us to dominate in the next big industry. That's why this climate commitment and package of 40 plus bills, 6 that I will sign today, are backed up with 4 million jobs. They're backed up with billions and billions of dollars of taxpayer savings. We estimate $23 billion will be saved because of the mitigation initiatives and efforts that are advanced in this bill in terms of what would have cost the taxpayers for just the pollution that we are reducing as a consequence of these bills. 60% reduction, 60% reduction in air pollution as a consequence of this bill. Think about this. These are consultants doing this work. It wasn't just politicians asserting this. We work with the California Air Resources Board. This is about law. This is not about ambition. This is not an executive order. This is not a promotion. This is a promise that we now need to deliver. And in that process of advancing that promise, there was a lot of work done to back up these assertions. 92%. Think about this. A 92% reduction in the utilization of fossil fuels in buildings and transportation sector because of what we are advancing today. That is a big deal. And you know why it's a big deal? Because once a mind is stretched, it never goes back to its original form. For all the, people that are selling stupid on Fox and doubling down on stupid every single night, trying to recreate the 19th century. I'm not even sure they're interested in recreating the 20th, the 19th century. Here we are leapfrogging and moving ahead. The deniers and the doubters, all that anger these guys are spewing every single night. Just think about the state of Texas. The first 5 months of this year, talk about spewing. 22.9 million tons of coal they spewed in the first 5 months of this year, compared to California, 18,000 tons. 22.9 million tons. And they're talking to us about keeping our lights on? 3 full days they couldn't keep their lights on last year. All that coal and gas. 200 to 700 people, a high-end estimate, died as a consequence. $130+ billion of economic damage, full 3 days. And the Wall Street Journal's writing editorials about our challenges, where we didn't have any blackouts, where we actually mitigated an unprecedented 10-day streak that blew away over 1,000 heat records. And yet we were able to advance not just our ideals, but this cause during the most extreme test that this state has ever faced. And we're proud of that. And they better get the facts right on all of this. So we're not interested in doubling down on stupid. We're not interested in investing in the industries that have created the problems that we're trying to mitigate. I mean, that's just profoundly ridiculous. So we're leapfrogging. We're moving in a completely new direction, and I couldn't be more proud and excited, because this is about innovation. This is about entrepreneurialism. This is about pushing out the boundaries of discovery. This is about everything we are. This is about the future. We say it all the time, future happens here first. We're America's coming attraction. And if you want to do well there in the future, you got to invest in it. And that's why I'm also proud that this legislature, extraordinary legislature, the state of California, just passed $53.9 billion to back up these pieces of legislation. Put that in perspective. 53 billion, 54. I mean, I appreciate it, and I do, and this is not a cheap shot, quite the contrary. I appreciate deeply what President Biden announced 2 days ago in Michigan, which was $58.6 million the state of California is going to get for electric vehicle infrastructure. I appreciate that, $58.6 million. That's part of the $900 million. This legislature just passed $3 billion specific in this state, $3 billion just for electrical vehicle infrastructure, $10 billion for the industry generally. I mean, put that in perspective. The state of California did that. So we mean business. And so I'm enthusiastic, I'm proud, and I know I'm already talking too much. But, I'm looking out. Many of you spoke, many didn't speak. I'm at peril if I miss one or two of the legislative leaders. So I'm not going to call out everybody's name at my own risk, but I am going to ask in a moment everybody to come up, because they deserve all to be here. Everybody's here for a reason, and that's because of their leadership. And I'll just close on this. I'm blessed. We were able to steal from John Kerry, Lauren Sanchez in my office, incredible leader in this space. Did a remarkable job making all this happen. She's got a fan club. now I'm a little worried. Jesus, all right. Don't go taking her. And then my whole team, Ana Montesantos, who works so hard on this, the whole climate team. And, I see David here, and I see Karen, others that are all part of our three-legged stool. It's been hard. This has been a hard few weeks for all of us. We've worked hard. We've worked through some extremes. And, I think, and I'll truly end on this, I think the world's waking up. There's this great awakening. Because if you don't believe in science, you have to believe your own eyes. If you don't believe in global warming, maybe you now believe in global heating. I mean, the hots are just so much hotter. The dries are so much drier. Extreme weather, extreme drought, extreme floods. Ask the folks in Pakistan. the banks of the Mississippi. Look what they're unable to do in China this year, the Yangtze River. Look what they can't do. They can't even navigate the Rhine. You know, we're near the wine country. Ask them how that was going in southern France with unprecedented drought and heat. Literally, vineyards, entire Beaujolais. I know everybody, well, that sounds all West Coast. But entire ag industries, their crop, literally, just heating up, turning into raisins on the vines. And all that southwestern France and all those forest fires. Unprecedented, this great awakening. And it's turned into a bit of a conundrum, hasn't it? Because the consequences are being felt, yet we have to disenthrall ourselves from the world we created that's created these conditions. And that's the friction. That's the dialectic. That's this transition. And that's why I think this package is balanced, thoughtful, and appropriates itself in a way that we can advance and achieve our goals. We are in the how business. We've moved past what and why. This is about application. This is about implementation. And it's about time. Can I ask all the remarkable leaders in the California legislature, come on up here, and we will sign these bills. Hey, well, congrats. What's going on, brother? Made so much happen. I know. Get in here. Jesus, how do you see all you guys up here?
Anna.
I'm going to try to sneak up here, guys. Somehow.
Oh, come on.
I'll balance it out.
EJ, well said. All right. You know, what, did you put this on top? Your bill?
I know. We're in Vallejo.
Laird made sure his bill was first. John, congratulations. Senator Laird did a remarkable job working with his colleagues, and it's appropriate that he was speaking, and I couldn't be more proud. This is a big damn deal. Damn deal. We didn't use that other word. Congratulations, and Senate Bill 1020 is now law in the state of California. Thank you, Governor. The actual bill, don't lose it. All right, Lamont, where are you? She's not here. Unbelievable. Who's our co-authors? All right, thank you. We've got Senate Bill 1314, and I know, by the way, congratulations to all of you back there that also made this possible. This is a big deal, years and years coming. Congratulations, Assemblywoman. Congratulations. Senator Gonzalez, 1137.
Lena.
Where are you?
She's right there.
You're right there.
She has her son here.
All right, buddy.
Yay.
Here you go. Say thank you, Mom.
She goes, what's this?
Senator Caballero, SB 905. Congratulations, and Senator Skinner as well for all your hard work on this.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Al, where's Marisucci? Get over here. This is 1279, and you as well deserve tremendous credit. I know how many years you've been working on this. You made it happen this year. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.